Hey, I'm Andy. We're in Magic the Gathering Arena, and we're just gonna open some more of the Spark packs. As you can see here, I have 53, and if you haven't entered the code yet, you can enter Play War Spark for 3 free packs as well, and I'll put that code in the description down below for those that are interested. Now, we can do open times 10, but where's the fun in that? So, we're just gonna open one by one. We're probably gonna get a lot of duplicates and whatnot, and a lot of these progression things will pop up, but I don't know most of these cards. I just know some of the planeswalkers that I saw through spoilers and whatever. But let's see if it will go. Alright, so we got Domri's Ambush. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. That creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature. Oh, that seems interesting. I'm going to be skipping a lot of these as I get duplicates of them, but for the first time I might just read them out. So, counter target non-creature spell can't be countered for 2 or white-blue. Alright, Teo's Light Shield. Whenever Light Shield enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Seems, but for 3, I don't know. Callous Dismissal. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hands. Amass 1, and amass is a +1/+1 counter on an army. And well, I guess armies are 0/0s. I think that's the new mechanic in this set. So, Davriel's Shadowfuge. Target player discards 2 cards and loses 2 life. 4/4. Alright, Samet Sprint. +2/+1 gains haste until end of turn, and scry 1 for 1 red. Seems pretty good. And a Chain Whip Cyclops for 5, for 4. Target creature can't block it. Okay. What's our rare? Spark Double. It's an illusion. You may have Spark Double enter the battlefield as a copy of creature or planeswalker. Ooh, so it's kind of like Phantasmal Image, except you can target a planeswalker as well. But why would you... Well, I thought when you if you have another planeswalker on the field, I thought you choose which one gets destroyed. I guess they changed it? I don't know. But that seems pretty cool. 4/4. I might put that in deck. Let's open the next one. If it'll go. There we got an uncommon wild card. Alright, so we got a random whatever. We got Jaya, Venerated Fire Mage for 5. Yeah, I don't know, because I thought you can't have 2 legendaries on your side of the battlefield at the same time, so I don't know why you would want to copy. I guess if you want to do another, loyalty cost. But a 3/2 for 3 vanilla. Battlefield promotion. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That creature contains first strike until end of turn, and you gain 2 life. Seems a lot for 2. A Mana Geode. Seems cool. It's a Mana Rock. Pouncing Lynx. 2 for a 2/1. And first strike if it's on your turn. Alright, and this can't attack alone, but it's 4/3 for 3. Seems like, and we got... what are the odds, right? Second pack in a row. We got 2 Spark Doubles. Because it says... If it enters with an additional loyalty counter on it if it's a planeswalker, and it isn't I can't read apparently. So it says it isn't legendary if that permanent is legendary. So you can have 2 planeswalkers of the same type because one won't be legendary. I see how they circumvented that. All right, let's go to the third pack. And we got another wild card. I think we're gonna get a lot of wild cards in here. The Grim Initiate, 1/1 first strike, and then amass 1. Let's see. Seems pretty good. 1/1 first strike, but we should have had haste, but it's not a goblin. But forced landing, put target creature flying onto the bottom of its owner's library. Whenever this enters the battlefield, amass 1. So a lot of amassing. Rally of Wings. Untap all creatures you control. Creatures you control with flying get +2/+2 until end of turn. Good for a flying deck. Bleeding Edge. Up to 1 target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Amass +2 or amass 2. Alright. Sahili Silverwing. Alright, that's okay. Is what it is. Let's see what I'm more interested in the rares and mythics if we get them. So we got a Bioessence Hydra 3 and a green blue. Trample 4/4 enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each loyalty counter on Planeswalker. That seems so. If you run Super Friends, you can get a lot of +1/+1 counters on this. Whenever one or more loyalty counters are put on Planeswalkers you control, put that many +1/+1 counters on Bioessence Hydra. Notice it doesn't say that you don't remove them if you remove loyalty counters, so that is pretty great. It seems like a really good card. I don't know. I might be wrong about that, but maybe if you're running Super Friends, you might want to put that in a deck. But I'm not a pro player, so I'm not too good on the advice of these things. We got a common wild card. That seems nice. Paradise Druid, hexproof, as long as it's untapped. But if you tap it, you gain 1 mana. It's an elf. Bond of Insight for 4. Each player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard. Return 2 instants and or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand, and then exile this. Alright.
I will have revenge for House
Ooh,
Marco.
we got Sorin. It's not as powerful as the other Sorin, but I mean, the one that I guess that other Sorin's only good if you're running EDH or something like that. But as long as your turn creatures and Planeswalkers you control have lifelink, which is pretty good. +2, Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord deals 1 damage to target player or Planeswalker. And -X, return target creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's also a vampire. So yeah, 4/4. Seems pretty good. Let's go on to the next one. We got a lot more to go. Alright. Ooh, a 1/5 lifelink. Yeah, Bond of Passion. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. Bond of Passion deals 2 damage to any other target for 6. I don't know how I feel about this because there are better control or take control cards in red that are cheaper, but it doesn't deal the 2 damage, so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Augur of Bolas, 2 for a 1/3. Whenever Augur of Bolas enters the battlefield, look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal an instant or sorcery and put them into your hand. Put the rest of them on the bottom in any order. Now we got another Bioessence Hydra, so I probably might make a Super Friends deck because of this. Oh, we'll see what we get. So we got 2 duplicates of 2 rares already. Alright, 2 wild cards. We got Obnixilis, the Hate Twisted. Whenever an opponent draws a card, it deals 1 damage to that player. And -2, destroy target creature. Its controllers deals I can't read. Destroy target creature. Its controller draws 2 cards. Alright, very simple. Then we got the Finale of Glory. Alright, for X white, it's a mythic. Create X 2/2 white soldier creature tokens with a vigilance. If X is 10 or more, also create X 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying, and that seems so. To get the most out of it, you need at least 12 mana, which may be doable depending. It's basically like late game bomb or a late game saving grace. It's gonna suck if that gets countered, but it is what it is. On to the next one. Alright, D-Spark, white black, exile target permanent with converted cost mana 4 or greater. Seems good. Heartwarming Redemption. 2 red white. Discard all cards in your hand, then draw that many cards +1. You gain life equal to the number of cards in your hand. Alright. Seems interesting in EDH, but I don't think there's an EDH mode in here. Oh, we got a rare wild. I mean, wild cards are good, but kind of hoping we would get new cards. On to the next one. Alright, we got Vraska. She seems toned down compared to the other one, the one with the assassins, but whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals damage to a player or a Planeswalker, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. -2, create a 1/1 black. So yeah, they nerfed Vraska because before the assassins was make the opponent lose the game if it dealt combat damage to them. So I mean, it is what it is. But Lazotep Plating. 1 blue, instant, amass 1. You and permanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn. Pretty nice. Alright, we got Bolas's Citadel. 3 black, black, black. You may look at the top card. Oh, it's a legendary artifact. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play the top card of your library. If you cast a spell that way, pay life equal to the CMC rather than pay its mana cost. That seems pretty good. And then tap, sacrifice 10 non-land permanents. Each opponent loses 10 life. That is crazy. That seems really good and really crazy. But I can see what's legendary. I don't know how I'll be able to use it, but I'm sure someone will be able to use it. I'm not too knowledgeable whether what cards are good or not based on looking at them. It's just whatever looks cool, I think it's good. And we got the Wall of Runes. Alright, we got the Mou, Loyal Companion. Trample, Vigilance. If one or more +1/+1 counters will be put on Mou, put that many +1. Wait, what? If one or more counters would be put on the companion, that many +1. Oh, okay. So I guess if you were to put 2, you get 3. If you put 1, you get 2. It doesn't double, it just adds +1. Alright, that seems nice. Pledge of Unity. 1 green, white. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. You gain 1 life for each creature. Okay, so you can combo off with that. And we got a 3rd Spark Double. Okay. I don't know if I'm keeping track over time, but I know this is the 3rd one. Alright, we got Bond of Discipline. I think tap all creatures your opponents control. Creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. Oh, that mixed with the X white card, that's gonna be insane. Alright, we got Chandra's Triumph. Chandra's Triumph deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. It deals 5 damage to that permanent instead if you control a Chandra planeswalker for 2. Alright, we got Vivian's Arcbow, another legendary artifact, 1 green. X, tap, discard a card. Look at the top X cards of your library. You may put a creature card with converted mana cost X or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest in the bottom in random order. Seems nice. Alright, Domri's Ambush, red, green. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature control. Yeah, I think I already saw that one. Dovin's Veto. Alright, yeah, I think I saw that one too. Oh, we got Nissa, nice. 3 green, green. Whenever you tap a forest, add an additional forest. And +1, put 3 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target non-creature land you control. What? Oh, that's why. Untap it, it becomes a 0/0 elemental creature with vigilance and haste that's still a land. Nice. And then -8, you get an emblem with lands you control have indestructible. Search your library for any number of forest cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped. That is basically put all your lands into play when you get to -8 in this. That seems pretty strong. I'm not gonna lie, that seems pretty strong. Oh, New Horizons. It's one of those things that they put in most. It's like I forgot the name, but it's just basically double mana or something like that. Alright, more wild cards. We got another, or I guess we got the actual Dovin this time. Artifact, instant, and sorcery spells your opponent's cast cost 1 more to cast. Until your next turn, prevent all damage that will be dealt to and dealt by targeted permanent and opponent controls. And we got a mythic wild card, which is awesome, but kinda wish we would have seen more cards. Alright. Let's go. 41 to go. A Merfolk Skydiver. Green blue. Flying. Whenever Merfolk Skydiver enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1. A lot of. Ooh, and it has Proliferate. That seems good. Then we got Angrath, Captain of Chaos. Creatures you control have Menace. Amass 2 for -2. Alright. And another mythic rare wild card. Alright. So we got a lot of these planeswalkers that don't. I mean, it has stuff, but it depends on. You need to have creatures on board. Whereas I think a true Super Friends deck would have mostly planeswalkers. So I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work. I might make it work. We'll see. Alright, we got Nahiri, Storm of Stone. As long as it's your turn, creatures you control have first strike and equip abilities you activate cost 1 less, and minus X, it deals X damage to target tapped creature. Alright, we got Casualties of War. 2 black, black, green, green. Choose one or more. Destroy target artifact, creature, enchantment, land. I mean, why would you not choose more? That's the question there. I mean, I get it that sometimes you don't want to, but most of the times, why wouldn't you want to choose more, right? I mean, because if the only planeswalker on the battlefield is yours, then obviously you don't want to choose it. But it seems nice. Although 2 black, black, green, green. I also want to say that the intro that they put when you launch this game after the War of the Spark came out, it was amazing, even though I didn't know that trailer came out before. I just thought the cinematics were good, music was good, everything about that trailer was good. Alright, Tybalt's Rager. Isn't that, when I first saw Tybalt's Rager, I thought of Tybalt's Party, but, anyways, 2 for 1/2. Whenever it dies, it deals 1 damage to any target, and then it has fire breathing. Eternal Taskmaster enters tapped. Whenever it attacks, you may pay 3. If you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Well, Guild Globe. So it's basically a sacrificial mana rock. No, I didn't even notice that. It shows quotes as like a side text thing, but you can't see the quotes unless you hover over it. So, alright, we got Storev, Devker, and Lich. 1 black, black, green. Alright, Zombie Elf Legendary Creature. 5/4. Whenever Storev deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, return your hand target creature or planeswalker card in your graveyard that wasn't put there this combat. Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh wow. Evolution Sage. 2 green. Whenever a land enters battlefield under your control, proliferate. That seems pretty amazing. Ashiok. Think wasn't Ashiok an actual creature rather than a planeswalker before, but I don't know. Spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause their controller to search the library. Target player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard, then exile each opponent's graveyard for -1. So at most you can do -20, which is about a third of the deck. Seems interesting. Alright, we got a Johnny the Great-Hearted. 2 green, white. Creatures you control have vigilance. You gain 3 life. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control and a loyalty counter on each other planeswalker you control. So this is good in Super Friends because it gives loyalty counters. So I guess that's how you can buff this more than a 5. So I guess that's one way. I don't know if there's more, but I don't think we've got. I think we've only got 1 mythic other than the wild cards so far. And I'm probably not gonna make a list of all the pulls I got, but since that'll be 43 times, was it 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 cards? Yeah, that'll be a lot of things to keep track of. So we got a Bond of Insight, no, which we already got, and a Paradise Druid, which we already got before. Alright, we got Domri, Anarch of Bolas, 1 red, green. Creatures you control get +1/+0. +1, add a red or green. Creatures spells you cast can't be countered this turn. -2, target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. So I guess if I were to make a Super Friends 60 card deck, I'd have to be really, really careful. Alright, we got the God Pharaoh statue for 6. Spells your opponent's cast cost 2 more to cast. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses 1 life. Seems interesting. We have Vizier of the Scorpion, 2 black for a 1/1. Amass 1 zombie tokens you control have Death Touch, which is pretty good. Alright, here's another mythic. God Eternal Bontu. 3 black, menace. So it can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Whenever it enters the battlefield, sacrifice any number of other permanents, then draw that many cards. When it dies or is put into exile from the battlefield, you may put it into its owner's library 3rd from the top. I think he plays a big part in the actual battle against Bolas. It's like Bontu and 1 more god, but yeah, really interesting. Alright, we got the Rubber Belt Briders. Alright, whenever it attacks, it gets X0 until end of turn, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. And yeah, we already got that. We got Awakening of Vitu-Ghazi. Vitu-Ghazi is a really good in the Sapling deck, but put 9 +1/+1 counters on target land you control. It becomes a legendary 0/0 elemental creature with haste, named Vitu-Ghazi. It's still a land. That's amazing. +9/+9 land. Yeah. And then you can combo with Proliferate and all that. So, yep, seems pretty good. There's a lot of good combo opportunities within this deck alone, and then combine it with all the other decks. Alright, Dovin and a wild card. We got that, which I can't pronounce, so I'm gonna call it the Lost. Whenever it enters the battlefield, draw a card. If it entered from your library or was cast from your library, draw 2 cards instead. Whenever that becomes the target of the spell, shuffle it into its owner's library. Seems interesting. It seems interesting. I don't know how good it is, but it seems interesting. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Alright, we got a Dread Malkin, a zombie cat. Alright, sacrifice another creature or planeswalker, put +2 +1/+1 counters on it. Alright. We got Dharma's Ambush. Okay. What do we got now? Ooh, we got God Eternal Okatera. 3 white. I think this was the other god. I don't remember. I know Bontu was one. I forgot what the other one. I think it's this one. So we got a double strike, 3/6. Whenever we cast a creature spell, create a 4/4 black zombie warrior creature token with vigilance. Whenever this dies or is put into exile from the battlefield, you may put it from 3rd from the top. Alright, 32 more to go. Alright, Sahili, Sublime Artificer. Alright, we can create servo tokens. Neat. Then we got Jiang Yangu, Wildcrafter. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on as tap, so mainly helpful for elves or mana ramp, I guess. Alright, we got Ugin, the Ineffable. Colorless spells. Alright, colorless spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Exile the top card of your library face down and look at it. Create a +2/+2 colorless spirit creature token. When the token leaves the battlefield, put that exile card into your hand. Destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors. Ugin being Ugin. Alright, Evolution Sage. Alright. And we got another Ashiok. And we got another Awakening of Vitu-Ghazi. The more we get, the more faster it's gonna get because of duplicates. So we got another Jaya, Kasmina. Spells your opponent's cast that target a creature or planeswalker you control cost +2 more. Create a 2/2 blue wizard creature token, draw a card, then discard card, so loot. Alright, the Elder spell for 2 black. Or black. Destroy any number of target planeswalkers. Choose a planeswalker you control. Put 2 loyalty counters on it for each planeswalker destroyed that way. That seems pretty cool. Combo with Ashiok. That'll be interesting. I might make a mill deck with that. So I don't know. There's a lot of deck possibilities. Alright, another pledge. We got Teo the Shield Mage. You have hexproof. Create a white wall creature 0/3 with Defender.
Let's do this.
Oh, we got Chandra. Whenever one or more loading counters are removed for Chandra, she deals that much damage to target opponent or planeswalker. +1, exile the top card of your library you may play it this turn. -7, so you with -7 you can deal 7 damage to a target opponent or planeswalker, as well as exiling the top 7 cards of your library you may play them this turn. Seems nice. Because of the passive, it seems nice, but I don't know if it's good in practice or not, because that is the only minus the Chandra has, so it's basically all or nothing. Alright, Bond of Flourishing. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a permanent, put it in your hand, rest, yeah.
I didn't go through hell to
Alright, we got
lose to
Vivian, Champion of the Wilds. Alright, you may cast creature spells as though they had flash. +1, until your next turn up to 1 target creature gains vigilance and reach. -2, look at the top 3 cards of your library, exile 1 face down, put the rest at the bottom of your library in any order. For as long as it remains exiled, you may look at that card and you may cast it if it's a creature card. Alright, so I guess if it's not a creature card, you're kinda out of luck. So, kinda bad in Super Friends, but we'll see. Alright, we got the Tyrant Smasher. Creatures you control have haste. Alright. And we got the Death Sprout. Destroy target creature, search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped, and shuffle your library. Alright, so you can target your opponent's creature and then get a land for yourself. Alright, role reversal, blue, blue, red. Exchange control of 2 target permanents that share a permanent type. Interesting. Alright, Flux Chamber, 2 blue. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, proliferate. And we got a Rescuer Sphinx. As it enters battlefield, you may return a non-land permanent you control to its owner's hands. And if you do, it enters with a +1/+1 counter on. Alright. Alright, we got Krenko, Tin Street Kingpin. Whenever Krenko, Tin Street Kingpin attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Then create a number of create a number of 1/1 red goblin creature tokens equal to Krenko's power. Alright, so whenever at the very least, if you attack at the start, you get 2 1/1 goblins. Seems good. Krenko seems good. No haste though. Alright, Leyline Prowler, Death Touch Lifelink, add 1 mana. Shouldn't that be an elf? But it is what it is. Another role reversal. Alright. Alright. We got a mythic wildcard. Huatley's Raptor. Alright. And that again. Interesting. Deliver unto evil. That art is pretty cool. Choose up to 4 target cards in your graveyard. If you control a Bolas Planeswalker, return those cards to your hand. Otherwise, an opponent chooses 2 of them. Leave the chosen cards in your graveyard and put the rest in your hand. Exile Deliver into Evil. So, kind of wish that we could choose between the Japanese art and the American art for some of these Planeswalkers. Like, when you pre-ordered War of the Spark here, it gave you Liliana, but the Japanese art version, which was created by a Final Fantasy artist, looks so much better personally, but it is what it is. Maybe it is that in the Japanese version of this game, I don't know. But yeah, it is what it is. Alright, Rally of Wings, Bleeding Edge. Alright, we've already seen that. Dreadhorde Arcanist. The 2 for a 1/3 trample. Whenever it attacks, you may cast instant sorcery card with converted mana cost less than or equal to Dreadhorde's power from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that So yes, exile it after you cast it. Alright. Invade the city. Amass X, where X is the number of instant sources. Oh, nice. Eternal Taskmaster. Interesting, yeah.
If you show remorse,
Oh, we got
I'll
Teferi.
show restraint.
Nice. I like the Teferis. Teferis are nice. Each opponent can cast spells only anytime they can. Oh, that seems mean. Until your next turn, you may cast sorcery spells as though they had flash. Nice. Return up to one target artifact, creature, or enchantment to its owner's hands. Draw a card. I guess. Can we target the graveyard? I don't think we can target the graveyard. Maybe we can. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to read the rules and or play it just to see. But if it can target the graveyard, seems pretty good. Otherwise, eh. Alright, Grateful Apparition. Whenever it deals combat damage, proliferate. Gideon's Triumph. Target opponent sacrifices a creature that attacked or blocked this turn. Alright, if you control a Gideon Planeswalker, that sacrifices 2 instead. Command the Dreadhorde. Nice. 4 black. Choose any number of target creature and or Planeswalker cards in graveyards. Command the Dreadhorde deals damage to you equal to the total converted mana cost of those cards, but you also put them under your control, so a lot of damage for a lot of dudes. I guess if you have a way like a life linker or other ways to get life, seems pretty good. Alright, we got another Tibalt. Or did we get another Tibalt? No, that was Tibalt's Rager. Alright, your opponents can't gain life. Create a 1/1 red devil creature token with whenever this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. Solar Blaze, 2 red/white. Art looks amazing. Each creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. That's a double-edged sword right there. Sunblade Angel, flying first strike, vigilant, lifelink for 6. Alright, so 3/3/2. Bond of Revival. Return target creature card from your graveyard to battlefield. It gains haste until your next turn. Nice, source for 5. That seems pretty good, depending on what you bring back. Another Deliver Unto Evil. Okay. Interplanar Beacon. Whenever you cast a Planeswalker spell, you gain 1. It's good for Super Friends. Alright, spend this mana only to cast Planeswalker. Okay, yeah, good for Super Friends. So we got Arlen, Voice of the Pack. Each creature you control that's a wolf or werewolf enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. And then we can make wolves. And we got another wild card. Alright, we got another Casmina. We got an Emergence Zone. Add that. Sacrifice the Emergence Zone. You may cast spells this turn as though they had flash.
Let's slow this.
And we got another Teferi. Alright, Augur of Bolas. Alright, and then a Tyrant's Scorn. Choose 1. Destroy target creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less, or return target creature card to hand. Then we got another Krenko. Seems nice. Seems nice. Alright, we got an Eternal Skylord, another wild card. That seems good though, but 4/5? I don't know. We got another Johnny.
Together.
Alright, another Evolution Sage, another Ashiok. So, I mean, in theory, we can make a mill deck with this set. But, yeah, we mill and discard. Ooh, another mythic rare wild card. Alright, another D-Spark. I'm pretty sure I got more than 4 of these. But, we'll see. We'll see. We got Sorin again. I don't know how they decided which planeswalkers decided to be rare, mythic, or uncommon. I get with their abilities, but I mean, how do they decide if Tybalt is worse than Sorin, or I don't know. I don't know. Just rambling on. Alright, Nissa's Triumph. Search your library up to 2 basic forest cards. If you control a Nissa, instead search for up to 3 land cards instead of just 2 basic forests. But it only gets put into your hand. But I guess it is 2. Dreadhorde Invasion. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and amass 1. Whenever a zombie token you control with power 6 or greater attacks, it gains lifelink. Neat. Alright. So you just make 1, try to Voltron it up. Alright, another Jaya, another Kazmina. And a wild card. 9 left. So close. Alright, more of those. Another. So I have 3 Deliver Unto Evils at least right now. Alright, Dreadmalkin, Ambush, and Neheb, Dreadhorde Champion. 2 red. Trample. Whenever Neheb deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, you may discard any number of cards. If you do, draw that many cards and add that much red. Until end of your turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases, and that seems nice. It's a good way to throw away cards that you don't really need or too late in the game to really play, and then you can get more cards. So, and for a 5/4 itself with trample, that seems pretty good. More Tybalt and Storm the Citadel. Alright, we got Gideon. 1 white. As long as it's your turn, Gideon Blackblade is a 4/4 human soldier creature with indestructible that's still a planeswalker. Prevent all damage that will be dealt to Gideon during your turn. And then +1, up to 1 other target creature you control gains your choice of Vigilance, Lifelink, or Indestructible until end of turn. -6, exile target non-land permanent. Alright. I mean, he's only 3/2, 3/4, so interesting. Leading Edge, Bond of Passion, gain control of. No, I think I already saw that. Dreadhorde Arcanist. Whenever it attacks, you may cast. Yeah, I think I already. Yeah, I think I saw that. Oh, they reprinted Giant Growth for this set too. Neat. Alright. Captain of Chaos. And we got a Blast Zone, rare land. It enters the battlefield with a charge counter. XX tap, put X charge counters on Blast Zone. 3 tap, sacrifice Blast Zone, destroy each non-land permanent with converted costs equal to the number of charges. So it's kind of like the artifact version, I think. I forget the name off the top of my head, but it's kind of like the artifact version from a previous set. I forget the name of. I remember playing it a while, or playing it a lot, but name seems to come off the roll off my tongue. I don't know what it is, but I know what it does. But, yeah. Alright, Cyclops Electromancer. I haven't seen that before. Whenever it enters the battlefield, deals X damage to target creature an opponent controls, where X is the number of instants and sorceries in your graveyard. We got Sahili with the servos, and the fourth, maybe 5th, Deliver Unto Evil, maybe. At least 4. Alright, another Ambush, another Veto, and another Neheb. 2 packs left. Alright, Leyline Prowler, and another Nahiri. And we got another comical Homunculus. Alright, 1 more pack to go. On a Passion, Augur of Bolas, and what is our last rare slash mythic? It's a widespread brutality. 1 black, red, red. Amass 2. Then the army you amass deals damage equal to its power to each non-army creature. So I guess it is also a double-edged sword. But, I mean, if the opponent has an army as well, then it is what it is. Because I think you would only play this if you had a bigger army and less creatures than your opponent. Otherwise, you'll get hurt more out of it. If that makes sense. Seems nice though. But yeah, a lot of cards. We've pulled a lot of cards and a lot of duplicates as well. Alright, let's see if I can see. I forget where the cards are located. Yeah, I haven't played a lot of games recently or ranked. So alright, can we sort by War of the Spark? Oh, we didn't even get any of the Charmed Stray. Wow. Like this art has such a sad slash a powerful story behind it. It's so amazing. And then we got none of Gideon's sacrifices either. Like I think this common is really good, but I don't know. Let's see. There's a lot of things we haven't gotten, even though we've opened 53 packs. Ravnica at War. Exile all multicolored permanents. Oh, the Wanderer. Prevent all non-combat damage that will be dealt to you and all other permanents you control. Neat. Gideon's Company. Put a loyalty counter on target Gideon Planeswalker. How specific? Oh, that's why we got the normal Gideon. We didn't get the good Gideon with the 4 white. Whenever you attack with 2 or more non-Gideon creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on each of those creatures. +2. At the end of turn, Gideon the Oathsworn becomes a 5/5 soldier that's still a Planeswalker. Prevent all damage that will be dealt to him this turn. Exile Gideon the Oathsworn and each creature your opponents control. So I think that this is the better Gideon than the one we got. If I can find it. I don't know if I can find... Oh, this Gideon. Although, I mean, they're both mythic, but I feel like the other one is better. So, that's all in white, too. The Parhelion 2. Whenever it attacks, create 2 white angel creature tokens flying that are attacking as well. Force 8. Seems good. But, yeah, you need a crew 4. Oh, we didn't even get a Narset. God Eternal Kefnet. 2 blue. Huh. Oh yeah, we got 0 Jaces as well. So this Jace is 1 blue. If you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. Target player puts top 2 cards, so you can mill yourself if you have a Jace style Ashiok deck. You can mill yourself versus milling the opponent, because if you were to draw, then you win. So, and if you have multiple ways of winning with this Jace. I'm sure the opponent wouldn't want to let it live though, so it is what it is. Jace's Ruse. Oh, here's another Jace. 4 blue, the mythic. I think the other one was a rare. Yeah, this one was a rare. This one's a mythic. 4 blue. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. +1, draw a card. And then -7, creatures you control can't be blocked. So I guess this is also pretty good for a Jace. Although I don't think anything can beat the Mind Sculptor Jace. Finale of Revelation. Shuffle your graveyard into your library. Draw X cards and tap up to 5 lands. You have no maximum. Ooh. Ooh. That seems pretty good. Alright, what black cards didn't I get? We didn't get this Planeswalker. The Massacre Girl. Alright, I mean, we got one Liliana because of the pre-order. So, this is the... Whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. +1, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. -4, each player sacrifices 2 creatures. And -9, I mean, -4 is good if you don't have any creatures, I guess. Each opponent chooses a permanent they control of each permanent type and sacrifices the rest. Oh, Finale of Eternity seems good too. Destroy up to 3 target creatures with toughness X or less. If X is 10 or more, return all creatures from your graveyard to the battlefield. I mean, a lot of mana for a lot of good, I guess. Oh, whoops. I skipped one. Seems like we got a lot of red. We didn't get the raise bore, like with text so long that it doesn't even fit the box it's in. So there's also the finale. I think each color there's a finale. So yeah, Finale of Eternity, and then Finale of Revelation. So what was the reds? You may cast up to 1 target instant card and or up to 1 target sorcery card from your graveyard, each with converted mana cost X or less without paying their mana cost. If a card cast this way will be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it. If X is 10 or more, copy each of those spells twice. We choose new targets for the copies. Neat. Oh, we also didn't get Sarkon. Oh well. We got a lot of green too. But not God Eternal Ronas. Whenever it enters the battlefield, double the power of each other creature you control until end of turn. Those creatures gain vigilance as well. Whenever it dies, I'll put it, yeah, they're from the top. And Finale of Devastation. Search your library and graveyard for a creature card converted. If X is 10 or more, your creatures you control gain +X and gain haste until end of turn. So you kind of want to do 12 for this one, just because of that haste. I'm surprised we didn't get any of this Vanilla Worm. Choose 4. You may choose the same mode more than once. Create a 2/2 citizen creature token that's all colors. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Proliferate and gain 4/7. I mean, it might seem good, but Oh, there's guild gates too, which we haven't drawn, or which we haven't pulled. Interesting. Return a creature you control to its owner's hands and destroy all creatures. Wow. No Kaya. Even though she's the assassin that's sent to kill Liliana. Yeah. Oh, we only got 3 Ashaks. I thought we got more. Yeah, I thought we got more of those. Enter the God Eternals. Target player puts the top 4 cards into their graveyard. Deal 4 damage to target creature, and you gain life equal to damage dealt that way, and amass 4. So there's actually quite a lot of cards that I haven't pulled, despite pulling so many packs. Alright. Oh, we didn't get Tezzeret. Creatures and planeswalker spells you cast have affinity for artifacts. Tezzeret, Master of Bridges, X damage, where X is the number of artifacts. I mean, it is Tezzeret. Put all artifact cards from among them onto the battlefield. Yeah, that's Tezzeret. So we didn't also get Rao. I guess it's just Rao on this page. Wait, what is it? What was Rao? Scry 1. Alright. There's a lot of multicolor cards. Friend to Wolves. Alright, this battlefield trait Voha, friend to elves, a legendary 3/3 green and white wolf creature token. Alright, so you got Tolsimir, friend to wolves, and you can create friend to elves. Whenever a wolf enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 3 life, and that creature fights up to one target creature you don't control. You got Kiora. Alright. Oh, we didn't draw Tamio. Tamio was great in the original version. So, spells and abilities your opponent's control can't cause you to discard or sacrifice permanents. Choose an online card name, then reveal. I don't know how that would you type in the card name in the game? I don't know how that will work in MTGA. Like, it'll be easier to do it in real life, but I don't know. Alright, we also didn't pull any Nicol Bolas's, which is pretty good. Nicol Bolas has all loyalty abilities of all other planeswalkers on the battlefield. That seems pretty amazing. I might have to just use the wild cards to craft Nicol Bolas. +1, you draw a card. Each opponent exiles a card from their hand or a permanent they control. -3, destroy a target creature or planeswalker. -8, each opponent who doesn't control a legendary creature or planeswalker loses the game. Yeah, that seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. And then Niv Mizzet Reborn. Another Niv Mizzet. Whenever Niv Mizzet Reborn enters the battlefield, reveal top 10 cards for each color pair. Choose a card that's exactly those colors among them. Put the chosen cards into your hand, the rest in your bottom. That seems interesting. You got Rolesk, Apex Hybrid. Proliferate, then proliferate again when it dies. Kiora's Bastion, 4-tap proliferate. Rare land. Oh, we also didn't. Oh, we didn't pull any of the good nor the better planeswalkers. I think, like no Karn, no Bolas. I guess no Liliana to a greater extent. But I guess we got some, but not all. So Karn, activated abilities of artifacts your opponent's control can't be activated. So Mana Rocks, nope. I mean, I think Mana Rocks are activated abilities, but no other. I guess you can't. I don't know if that counts as an activated ability though. They might change it for mana specific things, but yeah, it seems interesting. Until your next turn, up to one target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature with Then you may choose an artifact card you own from outside of the game or in exile. Reveal that card and put it into your hand. That -2 seems pretty powerful, especially in real life play. I don't know how it's gonna work in here in MTGA. Like if you do the -2, you can just select an artifact card out of your entire collection, put it in your hand. Maybe that's how it works. But anyways, that was my pulls from War of the Spark. I know there was a lot of stuff that I glossed over, like the commons, but I was more focused on the rares and uncommons and mythic rares. But like I said, if you're still sticking through it for this long and you haven't spent the code already, type in Play War Spark in the store and you get 3 free packs of War of the Spark. You would type in the code here. I already redeemed it, so I can't really do it again. But yeah, type in Play War Spark. I'll also put it in the description down below for those that are interested. But anyways, those were my pulls. Hope you enjoyed it. I think I got a good, somewhat of a good, my pulls were somewhat good. I know some of them, we got a lot of duplicates, and then some of them we didn't pull, like I said, Karn or Bolas, but it is what it is. We also got some wild cards, so we can also craft the cards that I didn't get that I wanted. So, yep. Until next time, I might do more pulls if I amassed enough cards again. I don't know. We'll see. I can also just spend 18,000 gems to get 90 packs, but that seems too much for me right now. I already pulled a lot. So, anyways, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.